Welcome to AskPsychSessions, where we ask some of the best teachers in psychology questions from you, our audience. If you would like to send in a question or an idea for a conversation, please visit bit.ly/AskPsychSessions. That's bit.ly/AskPsychSessions, all lowercase, no spaces. And here's our next question. This is Garth, and I am with Jane Halonen. And this question comes on Twitter from Clemente Diaz. And the question is, do you incorporate career readiness into your courses? If so, how? If not, why not?
I can talk about this for a really long time.
I bet you can.
Because I think we have not done right by students who use psychology to go into the workforce. And so I am relentless about career issues, and I try to proselytize my colleagues to do the same thing, to help students understand what role does sensation and perception have in the possible future that they're going to pursue, that there should be some mention in any advanced class about how this might relate to the future. Probably the most explicit things I do, in fact, I have this chaotic event coming up this week in my positive psychology class. We moved class from a regular classroom to a very large meeting space in the library, and students have to do a creative display of where they're going to be in 5 years as their possible self. They have a rubric that guides, this is the career I want, this is how much money I'm going to make, these are the values that this choice expresses, this is the positive psychologist that most inspires me to want to go this route, and these are, this is plan A, and also here's plan B if I don't get to plan A. They have to either do a visual display of some sort, so that can be just a poster board or a website or a sculpture. That's option one, and then I also extend an option to students who are not shy about performance, that they can meet the same criteria by creating an original song, a dance, music, and to make it, if that's not crazy enough, I bring in 10 colleagues and friends who owe me to be judges, so that all of them end up being assigned 4 students. They have a rubric for what it is I'm looking for. The goal is that my students see it as a simulated job interview. They dress up. I teach them about code switching to talk in professional language, not like they're talking to their friends. And ultimately, in the 2 kinds of performances we have, the ones who do the best can earn some bonus points. So it's just wildly chaotic to pull this off in 75 minutes, and it's more fun than I can tell you.
And that is for your positive psych class?
Positive psych, so that's psych majors taught at the junior level, and also the occasional CJ, criminal justice person or social work person or business person. So it's not restricted to psychology, but it's fascinating because this is part of a campaign I've had for a long time, that I don't want our graduates to be students who can't express themselves and what they want. I want them to be impressive. And so at the junior level, that's what I want. At the senior level, I'm going to be asking in capstone for much more dramatic and intense. Here's who I want to be. I match them with individuals who are practicing in the field they hope to enter into. And then I ask the student to demonstrate that they're ready to graduate according to our criteria.
So that's pretty high level
I know.
stuff. What about, is there something that should be introduced, career readiness advising in intro psych?
I like to think of career advising related to psychology in the simplest form as possible, which is the career decision that you're making is, are you going to take more psychology or not? The career that you're involved in is picking a major that will prepare you for the possible future that you want. At the freshman level, the first course, no, we're not asking you to declare that you're going to be an industrial organizational psychologist. We just want to know whether or not psychology appeals to you, that you intend to make it a major, or that you want to take some courses because you think it's a good way to brush up your skills in distinctive psychological ways. But I don't think intense careering is appropriate. When I teach my intro class in the very last class, which is kind of an atypical class, once the class is mostly over, I say, now, I'm going to stay for another 20, 25 minutes and talk with those of you who are considering psychology as a major or minor. And now let's talk about some career options, because the ones that are not interested in it, why would I burden them with the nuances of what's
well, that's
different?
interesting, and it reminds me of how much of our intro psych courses are aimed at majors, when a lot of them are not. Most of them, the vast majority.
Just like the curriculum, that we aim the curriculum at the ones who are headed to graduate school and become just like us, and that's just dead wrong. So
should many intro psych textbooks, they have the career section right at the beginning of the book. Should that just always get moved down to an appendix or
I'd
something?
put it in an appendix. Yep.
Yeah, that's
I would be
exactly what I
thinking
think.
about what is it that psychology should do as a liberal art. That's what we're trying to do. And I'm a big fan of Guidelines 2.0 because I think it's a good guideline. I think we do professional development in helping students figure out, is psychology going to be part of my professional life, yes or no?
Thanks.
You're welcome.